Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Annie and today we will be finally checking out all the performances of episode 7 of Kingdom. I finally watched the episode last night and this morning I watched the episode 8. I did skip all the performances so that I could do a reaction and review / ranking to them all today. And for the first 6 episodes I actually did a ranking of them because I was a little bit already late to the Kingdom party and because Mnet tends to block those types of videos. Like it happened to me the same for Kingdom as well as Road to Kingdom, so I really wanted to do a ranking, but because I'm so slow at editing, it takes me like the longest time. By now my ranking of the performances of episode 4 and 5 and talking a little bit about episode 6 must be already up, and that is the last video that I did in a ranking format. I did ask on my community tab how you wanted to see the next videos about Kingdom and most of you said reactions, so that's what I'm going to do today. Today I will try to cover episode 7 and episode 8 and then I will be watching episode 9 and 10, which is the finale, and making videos about it tomorrow or perhaps even today, but because the episodes are super long, perhaps I will do it tomorrow. So now that we cover every single thing, let's jump right into it. So for episode 7 is the beginning of the 3rd round, and for this round it is called No Limit. The first part of this round, which contains 2 parts, is for the unit round. So we have a rap unit, a vocal unit and a performance unit in which we have members of all of the groups, and they actually separated the groups into 2 teams, the same 2 teams that were in episode 6. And so for today's video we will be checking out the performances of the 2 rap units as well as the 2 dance units. Now that we mention it all, I'll try to go in order from the performances from the episode. Doesn't change anything to the experience, but still, I really want to do that way. So the first one to perform was actually the It's One group that consists of iKON, SF9 and the Boyz, and we have the members Bobby, Sunwoo and Wee Young, I'm so sorry for the bad pronunciation, that came together and released a performance called Full Dash. And so now without further ado, let's jump right into it and check out their performance. By the way, before we do so, it was really fun to see in the episode how shy they were with each other and how they were a little bit in awe of Bobby, and their entire interaction was really endearing to see them be like really shy to meet one another despite it being already the 7th episode. So it really goes to show that they don't interact all that much, all the different members, and of course there are so many, but also how the outside world, the reality, makes it that there are some groups that are so freaking popular that they even influence the other groups that are participating, especially Sunwoo, how he was so freaking like excited to meet Bobby and to interact with him and work with him and everything. It was really cool. So now without further ado, let's check it all out. It's already super intense the way they like boom. It's really cool how he plays with autotune. I really love his rap flow. He was definitely a good discovery while watching Kingdom. Bobby! It's a much more like laid back performance. That is so cool how they play with the colors. It's so cool that they mentioned that, because actually Wheeon offered them the white sneakers, so they all have the same ones they showed during the episode. So it's really cool that he's actually referencing them for his rap verse. It's so freaking nice. It's really laid back. It's really cool because it's a real collaboration between rappers. It's really cool because they don't take themselves too seriously. They're just having fun. It's so cool. 잘한다. For this round, they had like special judges, and we have 2 members of Super Junior being the judges as well, which is really cool. So, like Bobby was saying all throughout the episode while they were preparing for the performance, they really wanted to just have fun and be able to have like an all rap track, like having this sort of philosophy of being like, let's have fun while performing, and even if we lose, it doesn't matter because we had fun. And that was something that Wheeyoung and Sonu were not really ready for, at the very least at the very beginning, and then they were like, yeah, that makes sense, let's just enjoy ourselves. And especially both of them were saying that as part of their respective groups, they were not really able to have like a only rap track, and so they really wanted to utilize this opportunity well and do it in that way, and in that sense they pull it off so freaking well. It's really laid back, so we have Bobby's touch being a little bit more president style because he was the one that arranged the track, but how they all collaborated with one another in both writing and the arrangement overall and everything was really cool to see, because it really felt like 3 rappers like experimenting with different styles. As Wheeyoung said that he really wanted to utilize auto-tune, and as Sonu was like really playful with his lyrics. Bobby, he's just like super cute, and he still is able to have such a unique persona on stage. He's so freaking charismatic. The entire track is super catchy, especially the chorus, and it's really great to see the 3 of them showcase their own individual styles all throughout it and not take themselves too seriously. In terms of the performance, it is not as grandiose, let's say, as some other performances. They don't utilize a whole lot of props. They are just like centering everything on the rap and the beat that they decided to go with, the instrumental, and their personas and their charisma. And so it might feel a little bit empty, let's say, because we don't have a whole lot on stage. However, their presence fills the stage, and that I thought was really nice. So it so far so good. I like it a whole lot. I already know the end results, if it was like Mayfly, which is the other team, or it's one that won this performance or this sort of mini round of the rap unit, but still, I think they did a brilliant job. I did really enjoy it. So then the next performance that we have is the one by Mayfly, consisting of Eunjung from Ateez, Banchan, Chanbin and Han from Stray Kids, and Minhyuk from BTOB. So you sort of understand now that Mayfly is the unit that has Ateez, Stray Kids and BTOB. That goes without saying. So they went with the performance name Colors. So now, without further ado, let's check it all out.
와, 미치겠다.
They're all already so nervous. Something that is really cool about this rap unit is the fact that all members have such distinctive flows and styles and just concepts overall that they tend to do and feel at ease with. And it's so cool that they actually came together, and the way they collaborated really felt like a bunch of artists coming together and putting their egos aside and just focusing on the performance. And I did really enjoy seeing them collaborate. And they actually picked an instrumental that, I don't know how to pronounce it, 3 Ratchat. So it is Banchan, Chanbin and Han, the group, their name. And they picked one of their instrumentals that they had created and never used. So this one, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was the one that they ended up choosing from a bunch of instrumentals that they had created, and they made it their own and adapted it to conform to every single one, which I find to be so freaking cool. I really love their flows. Oh. Oh. Little reference to the groups. Boy is so freaking playful. Chanbin has a more like rougher rap style, and John is a nice balance. I am a big fan of his. He's just good. He's so freaking good. Ooh, that I like how he plays with the auto-tune. Wow. I like the tension that they created there. It's really cool because they create like different units with only like 2 members at a time. Oh, Minhyuk. This is such an epic entrance. Wow! And actually during the episode, as they were like doing their own rap verses and showing to the others how it went and everything, it did scream that, and he was so shy about it because he didn't really want to do that in front of everyone, but he went for it, and the end result is so freaking epic. It's really cool that they have all those like social undertones to their performance. Wow. They are so hyper. Oh. Wow, they look so freaking cool. Minhyuk looks like a character from Final Fantasy. Wow. Wow, well done, well done. Tanda. So actually at the very end of it, we learned that it is actually the last performance, so the team Mayfly that won this round. And I can sort of understand it. In my opinion, both performances were very unique, even though they utilized some same aspects like playing with the auto-tune, like their message, playing with the colors and everything, which was really surprising how they went for that type of thing, both of them. But in itself, it was very different from one another. I must say, like, my personal preference still goes to Mayfly. I like how they build it up with so many members. They were able to not like make it too busy or make it that we lost a little bit track. Every single member was able to have their own time to shine, showcase their own rap flow, their own style in every single section. And something that I think this one did it better in terms of the performance overall, because we have so much movement of going from one section to the other, because also we have many more members than the other team. It was possible to have more dynamics, and I think the way they interacted with it and sort of using the theme of paint and colors to have like a deeper meaning was really interesting as well. And because we were always changing and having like 2 members doing the rap versus the chorus, then 2 other members, then the chorus, them doing the chorus, and then having Minhyuk that joins the group. And so it's not always the same 2 or all of them coming together for the chorus, so it adds more dynamics, and both are very special in that way. So I appreciated both. Still, I do understand why Mayfly won. So that was it for the rap unit. Now let's move on to the performance unit. So the first one that we're going to check out is by iKON, so iKON, the Boyz, and SF9, and we have only 3 members performing. And I was really surprised that they only chose a single member from every single group. I was expecting them to have like many more, as all the groups that I just mentioned have a bunch of members. Not say weird choice, but I sort of don't really understand why. But I guess it's their own choice. And for this one in particular, their introduction and how they met was so freaking awkward. Like, they didn't really know how to interact with one another, so they were really awkward. They didn't really know how to like talk to one another, and they soon got over it, but because they were all so shy, it was a little bit like, ooh, awkward. And they built this storyline that I did really enjoy. I don't know, I haven't seen it yet, but it is like the 3 members represent a king in different states, and actually their performance name is called King and Queen. So I am really excited to check this one out. Also, I am really excited because all 3 dancers have very different styles, so I don't know exactly how they will put it all together, but we will soon find out. And we have like the 2 kings already on stage. Love the atmosphere of it. Oh my god, the reactions are so extra. Wow. That was really cool with the talisman that burns. Why? It's really beautiful. Oh, and you have the queen there. Oh, she was killed. Oh, that got me chilled. Oh, how the stage turned red, like the desperation. Their facial expressions are amazing. They decided to go with the more contemporary dance style, which might not be as popular, so they went crazy after the death of the queen. That is cool. Whoa, the change. Oh, it broke. Wow. The best hype man. So we have the first king just being violent, the second king just like drinking and everything. Did not know that he was so freaking good as a dancer. And the third king just goes completely mad. The change is so abrupt again. So now they Oh, that was nice. So now they sort of start dealing with everything. The instrumental is beautiful. What? What is the symbol of that? The performance left everyone speechless. I don't know exactly what is the meaning of it at the end, like how they broke it and with the blood and the rain. Is it that they eventually came to the realization that they were going mad and they died? They all came together, the three versions of himself came together and they died. What is the meaning of it? If you know, comment down below, because I'm not really sure if I did understand it all or not. But this performance is so freaking beautiful. I love the fact that all three dancers with their very different styles were able to combine it together and like tell a story all throughout it. It was not just like, let's perform and showcase our abilities, which they did, but it was more than that. They told a story, and it wasn't not like a very intricate story, but still it was really effective in the way they did it, and how the loss of this loved one affected them, and in being like going completely mad, drinking, being violent and everything, and how at the end with the transition once more into a much more like peaceful, beautiful melody and music, they sort of realized what happened and moved on. And although the transitions, like I said during my reaction, were like really abrupt, as we went from like a more like traditional Korean music style to a more like EDM-ish, like almost dubstep, to again another contemporary style dancing with all of the members, to a more like peaceful part. The transitions were abrupt, but it really went to show the evolution of the story, as well as to showcase different styles of dancing also from all the members. I must say, Dong Hyuk really surprised me the most, as I was not really familiar with how freaking good as a dancer he is, especially as they were able to showcase different styles like contemporary dancing, which is not really utilized that much in K-pop in general. So it was really cool to see that, for sure. So now let's move on to the, I was going to say third, but it's not the third, to the second unit performance, that is by the group Mayfly, and we have a bunch of members. So we have from Stray Kids, Ino, Felix and IM. Then we have from Ateez, Uyeon, San, Yoonho, Youngsan and Songhwa. And then from BTOB we have Pyunyeol. And I find it to be so funny that once again Mayfly has a bunch of members for their unit, whereas its one only had 3. And I find that really interesting how they decided completely differently how many members would perform, especially for Ateez. We have 5 members of Ateez, almost the entire group performing for the dance unit, but they are all great dancers. And actually they decided to go with the song Wolf by EXO, which had been a long time since I listened to that track, and I am really excited to see how it all goes down. And because we have a bunch of great dancers, I have all the much more high expectations I have really big expectations for this performance. So now without further ado, let's jump right into it. Woo! Love the effect with the eyes and like the members making like the tree. Woo, Felix! Oh my god. Such hype, man. He just showed on camera. Whoa! Oh, Kingdom! It's really cool that they actually recorded their own version of the track. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Hey! I was not expecting that at all. Oh, he ate his heart. They changed the track as well, the instrumental. Ooh, my god, San! Ow! Actually, Pena learned cramping for this performance. He was so scared of not being able to perform as much as the others. Wow. Woo! Yeah. Wow. Their facial expressions are so good. Yes! Dance duo? Whoa! Oh my god! That is so freaking dope. Oh my god. Ow. I really like what they did with the arrangement. It's so cool because Pena was definitely the one that was the least confident about performing and dancing and everything, and he just kills it. My god, Songhwa! Yes, another dance duo! Yes! Whoa! Oh my god, their facial expressions and everything. Wow. Whoa! Manchan's face was good. Oh my god. Oh my god, Sun's facial expressions. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! The way they change like sun behind. Oh, I don't know why I'm so tired. And I did not perform at all, but they took me on that ride. Oh my god, Felix. My god, those contacts. Such a piercing glare. Glare? Yes, glare. Okay, so as you perhaps know or not, it was actually Mayfly's team that won. And now I understand why. Okay, wow, first and foremost, let's talk about this performance. It is so freaking good. There are so many things, like every single shot, transition and everything with every single member, just like the explosion. Yes, it's 5 o'clock. Every single shot with every single member. Oh, it is actually a mashup. They actually did a mashup of EXO's Wolf and Jay-Z and Kanye West's track. So cool. Did not know that. I'm not really familiar with the track of Jay-Z and Kanye West, so I don't know. I'll have to go and check it out afterwards. But it's really cool that first and foremost they did an arrangement to the track, they changed the track, and it sounded so freaking good. They actually recorded their own version of the track, even though they are not singing, which is completely understandable, but still they did it, and that I appreciate a whole lot. And I wish I can find like the song version of it online so that I can listen to it once more, because I really enjoyed it. When it comes to the performance, I love the fact that they have like the continuation of the different elements related to the wolf, like right at the beginning with the 2 green eyes looking at you, with like the kingdom written on the ground. It all looked so freaking good. Their outfits, the rough patches, like the like really rugged look that they have, and everything looked so freaking nice with the leather outfits as well at some parts. The mixture of all of that for their outfits looked so freaking good. So right away, it is like a very captivating and immersive performance. Then as we move forward and we have all the different elements that we just watched, like Felix jumping on top of Uyeon going on top of people and owling like a wolf, of like all the dance duos having Punya cramping and being the center of like performance, when he actually said during the episode that he was not really as confident with dancing as the other members were because they have much complicated performances as a group. And holy shit, this was amazing. Now, comparing the two performances, because they are so different from one another in the styles, in the essence of it, they are so different from one another. It really depends on your own appreciation, of your own taste. It's really, really subjective. I really love the build and the structure of the Wolf performance. The other one, it was much more like storyline based, and the contemporary dance sometimes is not as popular as like hip hop that they showed here. So overall, I loved both performances a whole lot. I'm really surprised by them all, and I just had a blast watching every single one of them. They did a brilliant job. Like, both groups from like the rap units and the dance units pulled it off so freaking well. I just had a blast, and I cannot wait to check out the next performances. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to tell me in the comments down below which performance was your favorite from all 4 performances that we just watched. Do you agree with the final ranking, or actually better say the final choice between each unit? What did you think about it? I really want to know every single thing in the comments down below. Either way guys, thank you so much once more for watching. I hope you liked it, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and even click that little bell icon so you are notified whenever I post new videos. In the meantime guys, take care, enjoy yourself, stick around because my reaction to part 2, it's not really part 2, it is, but to episode 8 is coming very, very soon. And yeah, bye!
마이크 2개.